Yamakwa baby Adom TV Sunia, we are also live on Asempa 94.7 FM. Nnawotwi dwumadi and eguso a yede ebro medin the chief Jerry Force and we are still trying to interrogate agenda 111. Now the rationale behind it and even ask how feasible is this whole agenda. Second guest joining Alhaji Mohammed Naziru. Nidino Emdepa. Alhaji. Akwaba. Member of the NDC communications team. Alhaji, as I told you, Kakra.
Mr. Homesanso, the national communication officer of the NDC Zongo Caucus.
Of course.
Mintia CSA, they be when it is the Zongo Caucus and the amount for Wefi. If it is something else, Anka Waboni now or you say so. What the one cast of a former disease. Miss Zongo, Miss Sumepe. Anything of the party, your mommy.
Apologies. Apologies. Also, me no say you be that on your Zongo Caucus.
Of course. But so what is happening go for me?
Yeah.
I am the amount who will refuse Zongo. Then see that when is Zongo, they forget about it. Why?
Patch me why? So you have a
everything
good. Thanks for coming. Now, already, my Honorable Dennis Miracles Abuaje Ashen Komono say. In fact, ya chimpa. So Obana Uti already as well. Ya chimpa. Baby a project a free air, but it looks like Yendru Honti minority more issues with this whole idea of 600 million. Buying say edaho on release edaho no many honorable information minister Kojo Ponkroma Kasai Monday on Jason Sem. On not chair cry say sikano is sika mobilization and contractors no omode mobilizing to site. But yes, sure man say how more was 600 million no any the whole agenda 111 project.
Yo medas ya din chair sombon so be ma ahwefo na etiefo nyina. Na enye hawa yewo. Anka anamontuo bia de hospital the crèche is one inch of road krana and the beba won put mu adepa as a yechi and as a we frown against the issues nena say politics are ye amamu any democracy no yani ayaji atumu say ye be ye democracy and as ye be amamu nsensem and as ye be ye say juma no except what I say, yenso yebobo ye hu ejuma no ho ban with enukredie candle so hu nyameka no say ye ne saa no a ebema echirefo no ehu yembode mbo saa ne kredie no na eye ayira ewo discuss ye efa agenda 1111 enti emra no ebia na yakoja no say na NDC die womo ebe gensi ene ne ekeka ho but the issues are very real senior osha yen minority in parliament raise pertinent issues are demanding answers keke so onya meka onya ema me answer no ano na a convince me say ye koye bibi na imom ankoye say the usual fanfare pump and budgetary associated with MPP abayan and anado dankwa kufado ni baumia edieni ninti ameka ne sa ne say yes wakachem say woko yi 600 bi edia to bi a ye be ye mobilization ne ne ekeka ho but one can chere me senior ni aka ebeba omu ye ejuma wie no a ye betuatua omu ebe convince me say at least me ma 1 year me ma 2 years with 3 years na aka ebia ye be wie 3 years no na indeed yenya 101 hospitals are o promise ye those are the fundamental issues now o hwe se ne nyoma si kosisi ano ye nyina ye jetu se oman no ewo haw mu se o haw na oman no ewo mu ne titu eyesikasem se sikasem no nso aban bie ni wa o tubi duandua etete sika free sadua no so ejuma mienu se obewa kwaje busua ana se obeje to ewo woman na wetumi e dia raise sika I mean that fundamentalist ana aban bia enye sika unless say e bia wo exploit some natural resources nyankopon e dia ma that exploitation no kra no wo di sika na be so unya make a huge investment as a way to me enya mpaso a ewo mu empredo do no wo mo sika no amana ne eba esa investment no ma kakra ewo echire no yenso etumi nya now everything being equal near ye can ne say wo ka kire me say waje wo ho ebe ye bibia ye soronko wan kasa wo bo ho samra ne say nsi wo man mu da na me bisa say wo ye no kwa kosi sen isa say wo ka kire me say o kope sika ye eto a ya agege wo man mu na wo de abeye anamwa eno na wo ka kire me say source of funding for ejuma na wo beye no now eto na ye agege no ye nyina ye gitum since we went into the single span salary structure ye catch say 80 to 90% of a tona yeji wo fie no ne nyina ko aka sika yetua ema edumayefo now if that is the case me no aka say you tag for wo fie you pense one more ye
you tag former region
one endra yetua musika no and a negotiation correct so I'm giving you an example one more new aduane ma ye ma
school feeding
when you go up north dodo an ejai because one say ya do omuka 2 terms me no ka say COVID-19 ye taxi COVID-19 yare aba ye san taxi Ghana for one more musiesie nkofo a COVID-19 kun one more strike vitendra. These are the workers are the 95%, 80 to 95% of our internally generated fund. Eyo mo say sika no kra sa sika we nyina ko mo nje no. Wo mo say enso wo mo pedi aka ho. Na nyoma bi wo ho a ye de be ya ama wo mo a. Ye wo mo hu ye. Until all this put together should tell you clearly, straightforward. I was all papa.
So you think Agenda 111 is over ambitious? Is that
it
what you're
is
saying?
not a matter of being ambitious or less ambitious or being over ambitious.
You are raising questions about source of funding, no?
It is a clear issue of obi and nwachre. Na wo ti ho no, ebia momo ti ho no. Ofi say sabi o, obetimi de wadwen edi agro. Enti ina watu bibi aban we hwe no two ways about the fact to say MPP aban and Nado down for the past 1 month they've been under hot fire. No two ways about that. Aban bia is a strategy. One pair wo betimi aye bibi then you just move away from pressure no eba also no. And what to bibi to and indeed it is working. And is everybody not talking about Agenda 111? Who again is talking about the health minister and issues are confronting coronavirus as sika ya irane ne wana eka bio wana eka the various audit reporter ne aba uti sika amfo edi wo man mu ha wo mu ninam freely wana eka ho asem so it can be an agenda so we America say ye de betum na yenya relief kakra ye de be let's discuss something as a part of apart from our corruption because the reality of the situation and the thing giving you several examples and decisions. Say, since when did we get to that point? Say, as I say, to me, what problem? School area, you sit down, it will be 10 cities. Now, over fast as being so. West are the same day, and now we can say 20 cities. At our time, they call it corruption.
No, but also in construction, I think that the land is very much critical.
And I'm saying, since when did this start? Did it start last year? Or it started from time memorial? Time now, John Dramani Mahama AC, Yavaza, circuit interchange. I ever catch it and say, Sa Juma Kitikiti, we Sika Yeji, a door Sudodo. The same thing with Kaswa interchange. And you no less a person than Nana Dudankwa himself, raising issues with those things.
But Naziru, you agree, say the topography of the land is very important.
And when did he start? I'm not disputing that. I support it. But I said, since when did he start? Since when did the topography of the land and determine the cost of Ejuma Ebe also? Since when? And I don't know my brand Swa. Now, yes, we now one raising issues. Say we are yes, say sika. It's as Obia could see 1,000 bed. Nigeria with less amount of money than what we are doing with rich. Since when? Since when did that issue become a factor? John Mahama Breno, so now topography of the land is a factor. That when Obeya calculates and I catch and say, this and say, obviously the same classroom block waha, a concern the same. Into one more senior crossing will say, and not issue of topography. So let's be realistic. You think I say, because me, my belief is this. Even say MPP and I say NDC, it's now being for the next 40 years. Who the individual, you have only 8 years. Only 8 years and a war, say maximum will be made. Even if it's the same party. As a result of that, and you see Kasem say ye put ye nimono. Ye will say ye bisemu, send ye beya, ye and beya as some phobia, albatross. I
say you cool, okay.
So those are the fundamental issues we are raising. And it behoves on them to give us reasonable, convincing, your friends saying, plans are one with the actual.
Okay, now those are the fundamental issues. The issue of funding, source of funding, Miracle, briefly, you bet me up one crowd. So can you be free here? Where is the money going to come from? The Agenda 111 project team.
Answer na be do hono. Enti me come asem no. 88 ne buy no. And no man penny decide say make sure say you cover the entire country because the district be over. Omo geography no crime no. One hospital to me serve and that is what led to the 101 district hospitals. And now man penny kai say Accra psychiatric hospitals so no. You rehabilitating count. Na science mental hospitals so me no.
Yeah.
And count.
Yeah.
Now I face 6 new regions no. Yemobia regional hospital. Now Western region. Yemomu
Efia
new regional hospital.
Yeah.
Now you convert Efia and Quanta hospital into a municipal, hospital. Then the main 111. Sa dream pui. Eye omampeni akuma so de na dream po a na dream no. Ayi nyina so agitum say eno be ma ye be wie no. Na I sure say Ghana ha. See e can e be a number of beds. And as a health facilities I work in Potema. Obi etu ni na ya na wenye bi. Anya hwe krampo no ufi we krase. Na we call district capital. Na wenya hospital ede akwakodem. The next level and say oh betumi aye oh ntumi ye. Oh esododo na ade we kra go face ke free. Oh you see you tag focus strike.
Oh na see aye dru. Sika ne be free for na.
You see you tag focus strike. You see we focus strike. Nti ade ye wo sika ade na emfa bon. You see this is not the very first time Omampeni and Nnawotwi Akufo-Addo in particular. O share sa brofo me kind of pessimism and I say tree pessimism can say. Me nim this say betumi aye no. This is not the first time Nnawotwi Akufo-Addo experiences are. In fact, if you embrace oba be move owo position crampo no, he experienced it. Owo position and no see oba or the free senior high school beba no. The same NDC for omo year demonstration, sponsor advert almost about 80. Say enya do betumi na okwa first came free. The same question I'm carrying. They raised the same money issue when another wanted to implement free SHS. In fact, yeba aben krana ye share free SHS as no. Omo call parliament said they were going to block the government from using oil revenue in sponsoring and I say funding free senior high school. And another is on record to have said say the yamba CK nyina kra be hwe mana ono he is ready to commit and ensure that is done. And now me know ka say that single audacious policy of ensuring say every senior high school going age Ghanaian na yanwe and down that say possible. We thought say it was only Kwame Nkrumah that could do it in the 50s, and it is done in Ghana and I know ma and then you can free SHS I say but it was a big deal and I know ma Nnawotwi Akufo-Addo the same person oba be mo say oba making sure say teacher trainees and nursing trainee Obemomo allowances, obe restore man because na this etwem. Almost sike ni wo. Enya de ebetumi aye. And then he has done it. And if the same people are coming to tell you say Nnawotwi so basing 111 hospitals known to me here. Why should I be bothered?
Okay, so
I shouldn't be bothered because my historical background because
yes.
It is deliberate. They know say in this country it is possible for us to raise revenue whether internally or externally to execute 111 hospitals. They know. But you see just as it is in the nature of the NDC, as I say, I be on my first one at the passe, eba on my own hufino. That's all my first. But send ya and brebiano. Ye no enye omu na etie anka omu na etie anka no mo pɛ dia be nyina anka yan famba 2020 Nana Danko Akufo-Addo committed $100 million, which is about 600 million from sika yakoje from Eurobond e omu soro mbisa yen say bosia na ye boy ye den me boa ebi no sa bosia na ye kobo ye no Nana do eyi mu 600 million Ghana cedis e koto wo say ye fanto na ye fa sa sika we en sha ase se ye de ba besi ye fe de say the 111 hospitals no or the SAS can come the Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund. Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund no omo adwuma ne say, and this is a fund that was set up purposely for a reason. Omo adwuma ne say ombe boa no ma pesca no ma boa sika no na etu bi dis sika no aye mpuntu adwuma esisi adan na invest. It can even be done with private sector, private partnership ni ade. Would say Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund no omo was source of funding on the VAT. So dim say yeah. Would say it was utu yavat bia sika kakra kosa sa photo nim. You're aware. I just want to be sure you're aware.
Yeah.
Good. And see, if the project is being funded by the GIF and the seed money has been given to them and they are supposed to raise money to be able to pay for the project, you don't come and the same person come and ask and say, say, as a someone penny and not don't go Akufo-Addo. A sign called Eurobond. No, they see 111 hospitals in my area. Me, Dennis, as a Ghanaian citizen, I will vote for it.
Okay.
No, are you getting my point?
I get you. Good. I get your point.
Wherever he's going to raise the funds from, as it stands now, he has already committed $100 billion. I think even in the 2021 budget, some allocation has been done in the...
No, in the 2021 budget, I don't think there was any mention on any expenditure
it's
for
there. No, but it is.
What I remember, where your Appendix 4D, expenditure, allocation, and utilization of 2020 COVID-19 budget. And Mamisha, 3.1, there's a provision of health infrastructure, Agenda 111, district and regional hospitals, for which 600 million
that is has been 2020. And year 2020. 2020 now can you?
Yes.
Yes, 2021. It is mentioned in the budget that the Agenda 111 policy, projects, would continue. It is there in the budget, in the 2021 budget. Read it.
Okay.
If you give me time, I'll read it to you. Please, let me speak.
No, but you are speaking. We want clarity.
You are interrupting
I'm not part of it.
Let him do it.
No, I want clarity. I can't ask for clarity.
Let him do it. The government has already shown us where the funding for the money is going to come from. And we are not supposed to raise funding for the entire project in one budget allocation. It can be done over 3 budgets period. 2020 2021, even 2023, because you see, the project is starting in 2021. It's 2021 budget mobilization.
The first question I'm minority raising in their press release, and almost say, did government release 600 million for the Agenda 111 in 2020 as per the Ministry of Finance's statement? And when did this happen?
It was allocated.
Why was this not captured in the 2021 budget?
You see, forget about the gimmicks. In 2020, the 600 million was allocated to the... Can you stop? Can you stop?
No.
It's gimmicks. But it's not the first time. It's gimmicks. Now It's gimmicks.
Our parliamentarians
do not distract me. Do not distract me. Let me speak. Don't distract me. It is not pertinent.
And that is the reason he's here to respond to them.
They are raising non-far questions. They are non-far. What do you mean non-far?
Well,
non-far.
So respond to the question.
Non-far. Say, who be some question be a far DNA year come once a month. Me say, yes, I am non-far. Let me explain to you.
Question I'm minority for besides.
I am non-far. I'm going to church a
me too.
Me say, I buy in 2020. I declare say you have see hospitals 111. You could jiska about $2 billion be 2 billion euro bond. You mu 100 million. And they are towards a sasika way. You from Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund for. Omom bob was sika the infrastructure. You we indicate mom. No bob we bin kan. They should find the money. Omom bob we bin kan. Ni am fancy 111 projects. Ya true. 2021 budget. You buy. You say catch you say. You sense what was our project so. 2022. You best see your budgetary. A friend is saying allocation for them. If you come and ask me, say, first can matter if you make first can, meetings can make a free Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund. Me the big credit the car momo. And to almost some investment on board can. Why do you come and ask me again? And you're not far.
Okay.
Maybe some answer me.
Having gone for the interview, back, I would have.
No, but let me conclude. I was truncated.
You have enough time. Nazir, you have enough time.
No, any time, no. Some of the things.
So you jot them down. Why? Jot it. Why, Nazir?
The presidency is 111 hospitals. We did the sika at home. Watch baby, sika and coding for you. We watch GIF on his own bobo scan. Se do baby not see any scapana as a back of Bobo Sia Crafia man or not their bar or back of Baba. A coin of fast or dingy squad dear fees in high school. A coin of fast or dingy scar or the other ambulances 300 bag Ghana. Saquina. Okay. See a ambulance 300. Saquina they beat me fast in DC hospitals.
Okay, Nazir, I'm in Bravo.
Say, yeah, Kasana, yeah, serious. Man, you see, come on, some of the year can. Irrespective of say me party and we never buy more and I say make us against a particular abuying. At the end of the day, you say you see that is all we are talking about. But if we reduce the argument to say oh and we can't parent here and yeah someone I was say then I don't think it defeats even the purpose of democracy. Yeah, make very simple. So indeed, the Minister of Finance. Obijina Parliament, indeed, even when he came for the media review, when he raised the issue of Agenda 1111 again, Omokache Yamayeti as a pepe said, Womo be used to Ghana Sika internally generated, Omonkobobisia, and fine, yes, I do. This clearly stated what they are telling us. And then he has a Yakobo Bisia been a idea, seed money, and on the other beshas here. So clearly you see the inconsistencies that will begin to arise as a result of the point and source of funding. Now,
but he's been very clear on the source. So your argument
very clear saying on the source saying what is the clarity of the source that they've gone to borrow money. And I'm telling you, say that borrow money is telling us say you could free security seed money and you come Ghana infrastructure then you know womo at the best starters or mon copy and come home. It contradicts what the minister himself told us in Parliament to say it is going to be an internally generated fund if you don't come up with that is what I'm saying. It doesn't contradict the two.
The minister has never said that.
He said it will be a
government Meba.
Okay, say internal generated fund here.
Me Kaipa say me ne kudo upon kroma twetwe nkomo. He also made mention of
I say government of Ghana.
Say
GOG. Now they can say GOG sika. I know you can say GOG sika. Then GOG sika.
I beg you, it's my time. Me na make us say
you can say GOG fund. Then GOG fund.
Bato Manikasa.
I won't even trouble you.
Dennis, Bato Manikasa. Alaji.
You see, these are the issues we are talking about. And who could go upon Kroma again and play those his interview? They made all of us to understand that it is not a Juma Omoko free Sikaba. And initially, right now here, a Juma cry yesterday, contradicting, catching say, free Sikabi here, seed money, the back. So all this contradiction contributes to the reasons why I also have some questions, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't become a major issue. And again, sir, you can't be your budget more. It doesn't. And does not mean say your allocation amasa adeno I mentioned. Because I can give you several examples. What call MPP for between 2017 to 2020? What for budget? Some of the promises of the same hospital health facilities. Say you see hospital are my prisons for I was unyane. Or see military hospital back home, Tamale. Or maybe see hospital Mienu, one in Sunyani for the northern sector, one in the eastern region also for the southern sector on the some disease control something or more. All in their 2016 manifesto. And if you take the budget, there has been mention of it on several occasions. I ever kind budget. Project now make catch you as a secret anyway you try to.
Okay.
But it has been mentioned in the
budget. But me call Dr. Banakusonafi Mema Nakwa Doc 53 abandoned projects. Ayam Chuchema my Kwame na mo fa so enya sa 53 abandoned project here mo say under this government health project ye ja to no eno no doc wadaroma ye fa no chase
yo me damase me chia obi bia our Ghana me chia o panelist mo wo ho no na ma fa sa kwanya so achia members of the Ghana Coalition on NGO in Health ya to say all the districts in Ghana. The kind said Sama me national chair no na aban ka said ombe 88 hospitals across the country. Not already no na members no every district in Ghana. So we wanted to find out. Just within a day, we were able to collate physical projects that are now higher suspended and are on commission. What we as civil society, health coalition, any other think tank organizations advocating for health improvement, NSF, the dia abaye biano, yeni omu ni kaka bia, yeni achinje bia, memu anyema mienu na wasa abaye eye. Kama omu opposition no, ye can't boa omu ba government. Samra omu government, omu person omu ye opposite. There are two things. Health is not just medicine or treatment. Health is also social. And if you are providing social and health services, you need to get in touch with the social structures in Ghana. And these are the stakeholders are here. Omanfua sabio yenti na muwa baimuno. So I'm passing yeni mwa dinsa wuswana. Stakeholders engagement. You see, government should not bring an idea and be chastised even though it's a good idea. Government should bring the idea emanating from the people so that this is the omupes omuyeno. Site no omuyeno. Beneficiaries are omube use facility no. No bia dwen ayeno fine. Ansana wa announce. You reduce those anxieties among for Astati air camp over the last 1 week. That's one feedback I had in my mind.
Okay, but Doc, on the first feedback today, do I get the feeling, say, on Agenda 111, as a coalition of NGOs on health, there were no consultations about anyone and share even how to go about it. Is that the case, Dr. Banaku?
Yeah, we have been part of the health sector working group, and other 17 sub-health groups are at Ghana. But sometimes, as if you said, a Bamba announced the minister and Director General of Ghana Health Service, NTV, and Kajo coalition. I dream saying a Bamba or the most of my dreams to say. We keep on violating the principles in health service delivery. Sir, we are the official civil society on all the working groups of the Ghana Health Service in the Ministry of Health. But over here, a radio sooner. I think that the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, need to change that perception. Sir, not the idea, but when we are major stakeholders and we are not part of the process, nobody's against infrastructure provision, but it helps the stakeholders to understand it better. For example, we are behind the scenes talking to strategic groups. We are part of the health system in Ghana. It cannot be eroded. So all that Ministry of Health, Ghana Health need to do is that involve the major stakeholders appropriately and timely. And Emma said you among work can answer any other department, but the papa 1%, even at least one district facility, a bit more sustaining pressure a regional to the district. That's why the regional referrals are not doing well, because The idea was almost Sanwo district no one move their regional. Until they don't have time for the major mandate of the regional health facility. So they are mixing malaria treatment with major surgical intervention. And all because government is not involving major stakeholders in planning and implementing and managing health issues in the country. That's the first feedback.
Okay.
The second feedback is if you are talking about district health facility, what is the standard? Where is it in the Ministry of Health Policy? Is everybody aware that when we talk about district health facility, this is the standard? I heard about some of the pronouncements made by even the government, and I just stumbled. I said, you are building a district facility and you have never mentioned mental health unit in a district hospital. It is a violation of the Mental Health Act and even constitutional provision, because mental health is now part of us. And you are putting on a district health facility. You have mentioned all the units within the facility, and you have ignored mental health, which is a major issue now in Ghana. What we said, suicide is ongoing everywhere in the country. What we said, the Mental Health Act says that we must establish such facilities at the regional and district level. But this was not mentioned even by the president when he was launching the Agenda 111. So who are the stakeholders really getting involved? It's not only the Minister of Health and the Ghana Health Service. They are just less than 10% of the whole health system. So why are we continuously not involving major stakeholders to help make things so much easier and smooth for initiation, implementation, and post-management of health facilities in Ghana?
Okay. Doc, brought back to the 53 abandoned projects, my regional breakdown per MoMA assessment. We really want to find out, Doc.
No, for now, no, I can't give you the statistics because now my vice has now become the national chair.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I was in Atewu, so I couldn't have a handful of the current data. So on another platform, maybe from Monday going when we get to the office. But the truth of the matter is that some of those abandoned facilities are still lying there. We don't know the status of how many. Some have been used. For example, before COVID, Yanimo Ekasaya Efa, the University of Ghana Medical Center. Yet Kasaya says my answer Aban who said, and who he has said they should start using that facility.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
But you see, and Ruth says man COVID by you use her as the major center.
Okay, but Kakra, as a coalition, what is your understanding of an abandoned facility, Madaroma?
There are so many types of abandoned facilities. There are so many. Some of them were started by not the previous NDC government, but were started by other governments. We were abandoned. That is one. There were some of them which was initiated by the immediate government. That is, the NDC government. And they were also abandoned. Those are the major ones, many. They are spread all over, especially the CHIP facilities.
Okay.
Then there are some of them who were ready for use. They are not 60% complete, they are not 80% complete, but they were just ready for use. And they were also not commissioned by the current government. And then some of them, there were units of the facilities that were constructed within a major health facility that were not commissioned for use. So some of the health leaders decided that, say, commission, you be used. And you know, that's how I told you initially. I said there are so many types of abandoned health facilities across the country.
Okay, and per moment understanding no that say ka say bibi abandoned that sa NHA doc.
But I'll say.
Let me be say nsem kakra wo dia man say mu putin say 53 abandoned health projects are say na mo pesa mo kire doc.
It means that even those that were completed were not put to use, and those that were halfway were not continued, and those that were almost ready were not made ready to be used. So that is the categories.
Okay, but do you take it a step further to find out bia na project no et said the because e bia financing and loan agreement no and one about some kakra do you take it that far?
Yes. So when the health facility is planned with stakeholders, all the necessary things right from inception, construction, finishing, commissioning, post-commissioning are taken care of. And so even if they were put there and the finishing were not there, it is the responsibility of government to furnish them and put them to use.
I see. After Yambra, the standard of a district hospital, already where is it concerned about mental health unit? I said, Kanina, Ebasa, Agenda 111 projects, what is the standard? I said, hospital, BITME, each district hospital. Doc.
This question should be asked and answered by the Minister of Health and the Director General of Ghana Health Service.
But Mona more failed. You are a coalition of health NGOs. Expectations, but then I'm not sure anymore. So I can say a real district hospital we are. And then they see a woman.
That's why I'm saying that WHO has a standard.
Yes.
A district, a regional, which normally is a referral, and a primary healthcare facility. And to know what is Ghana's definition for cheap compound? What is Ghana's definition for polyclinic? What is Ghana's definition for district health facility? What is Ghana's definition for referral facility? Mm-hmm. We need to be clear. You and I need to know clearly about a standard facility in Ghana based on the guidelines from WHO.
Oh yeah. Doc Pacho, obejina so be 1 minute amame. Dennis, you share common say, I mean, raising some of these issues. In fact, you were particular about the 53 abandoned projects, no? And now Dr. Benaku is here. The response, no, my member of Honum, quickly enough.
I think my point is very well made. Like I said, the definition of abandoned was very important, and without which it clouded the entire discussion. And maybe Doc, next time, you know, some more years you may clarify, because like I said, so what can say project B has been abandoned. Let's just say a project that we just were writing off. Maybe I won't sign down. But I'll give you an example. Me see your friend is saying chips compound. Oh, Obosuma say chips compound no me see my source for my friend is saying equipment eba biku. Ukoye no nesi ho. E be 3-4 months you use here, and then you report on it says an abandoned project. And if you 6 months you use here, you report on it says an abandoned project. It sort of clouds the discussion. And I'm very happy to say he sort of tried to explain and define what the abandoned means. And I think their definition is a bit inaccurate in terms of
really?
Yes. Because you see, when you say catch and say, I buy a BBC hospitals for. Now, Sasikano, I didn't think I am from Korea. Wouldn't say that's the premise of this discussion. The premise of this discussion is that a lot of you in the space have raised issues. Your abandoned projects. There's been reports.
But Dennis,
let me make my point. Then you understand it is not legitimate because your concern was based on an incomplete information. Because your concern was based on the fact that there are abandoned projects via buying and so a pesika now see a pesika be for.
No.
Oh, but what does now then any other raise concerns? Now say maybe a project now say a commission can make a commission. Now mako use there. Why are you raising concerns? Say me commission and no answer me receive for. That was the premise. Let's be honest. The honest truth was that some of you raised concerns. Say there are 53 projects we are buying. As so this sikako we own. Now we get to us our pesika for. Now they're not untenable. Even the synopsis you sent me, it wasn't there. I don't blame you. Your position was based on the fact that there were some 53 abandoned projects. And I am telling you that from doctor's explanation, it is clear. Say, not the abandoned project is not necessarily a project. He has said that.
No, but
what it means is that
facility now as we speak, just because a beer padlock na yen ton fantum and I say commission and I say I can't pan be miensa na numbi and am fide be say to gum nti ye use I mean
when I come and sit on TV or radio, I like to deal with context and the issues. There are two different issues here. Number one, what's the name is synopsis? What say? And I'll raise a question with me saying, "Are they and are buying our projects are own year?" Now I'll say, "I'll call face the na." And yeah, the NDC have even said, "Say, I buy end to me yet because of it to me, I don't copy can be the order than." And I'm a catcher. I will say, "It is not true." So we have 53 abandoned projects, and that each of the projects that are there had various stages. In fact, I even went ahead to tell you, say, a place like Shama Akrade, and Shah say because of A, B, C, D. I explained to you with the Vamed scenario. And I said the coalition should have done us some good by giving us updates and details of each of the projects and the status therein. Then we can know, say, discussion, no? Are we well placed by asking government to pause on 111 so that he will use the money to complete this? Or these are ones with different scenarios? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So your position now, who making initially, you know, was flawed because of the premise. Say, there were 53 projects BSC and then the science Pesca, ABC 111. And I told you, and I'm telling you again, say, we do not have 53 abandoned projects.
What can
it is not true. Each of the projects that are outstanding, whether it is for commissioning, whether it is for tooling, whether it is for roof, you know, are different stages with different, you've heard they say, explanations as to where they are in terms of the implementation. Genuinely, there are some also, they have been abandoned. I've told you, for example, Yambe inherited Bakwa 45 years ago, that is a genuine case of abandonment. But the MPP government, since we came to office, have crystallized all the projects. You aggregated projects in and you're making sure, say, at least each project, irrespective of where it is, you know, is being tracked. If you are Sikana San, Sikani work at the bed, the ministry has explained, say, read negotiations and discussions to find funding for those projects. Oko raise issue bisa, ebe genuine, ebe legitimate.
Okay.
But okani nyina fra, na okani nyina bomb sana. It's sort of a confusing discussion. Another ama ene. Yeka 111 projects as somewhere nuntino. Obi akoko fasa asam na babeka say because aban 53 abandoned projects intino. Yeah, inquiry no say aban 11, but they are not connected.
Okay. Nasu, my major quick response from Dr. Benakun Nafi, member of Doc. I'm saying honorable Dennis Miracles Abwaje Eka, you know, on I mean, near friend abandoned project and what from their part. Quick response, Doc. Nafi Inda Kwani back to studio. Hello, Doc. What's your I think yeah, Doc. Doc.
No, I do not want to comment again. From one only discussion, I don't want to go into political discussion. We are talking about natural justice. We are talking about health. That we don't have to political health. If a facility is there and it's not being put to use, what is it? Let's forget about the use of semantics and playing around with words and stop the substantial issues. Health issues cannot be compromised. That's what my brother should know. On a national television, he's trying to compromise health.
How? That is unfair to me. I am interrogating what the work you've done.
No.
Compromising health.
I am interrogating the work you've done.
I
can't do that.
Any issue with his definition, but we should look at health first. As people by the Constitution, as enacted by other public health policies, and as people by the Mental Health Act. I want to put it to him that he should reflect and see what is their mandate as government or representatives of the people. What are they supposed to do for the people? Naturally, let's not play with words and try to find excuses. If a facility is there for more than 4 years, it's not completed, what is it? If a facility is completed and is not put to use, what is it? If a facility is initiated and is not continuous, what is it? Why would you want to build on new facilities and not completing old facilities? These are natural issues that we need to ponder over and take serious action than to try to play around words that are synonymous. And I don't want to go into politics, but I'm not a politician. I'm a health advocate. I'm a medical sociologist. So I understand deeply health systems across the world.
Okay, but Doc,
and I understand what Ghana is doing. I have served Ghana for 17 years on health intervention. So I really understand issues in the health sector, and I think that we should be natural about our discussions to make health holistic and accessible to everybody.
Okay, Doc. The final question now for you, Agenda 111 is feasible, and from where you sit, over ambitious. Dr. Benaku,
yes, I'm not government against to answer this, whether it's feasible or not feasible. But I hope government is listening to the two feedback I gave them. One, stakeholder engagement is very critical. Government can never do it alone successfully in the health sector without involving the critical masses in the health sector. Two, government needs to get everybody along to define what they mean by chip compound, referral facilities, district-based facilities, so that all stakeholders who matter in contributing to this standardization play their part. So it makes project initiation, implementation, management, and post-management very successful. We need to minimize the politics in health and pick up the real health system improvement approach. That's what we need to do now.
Okay. Dr. Gabriel Benako, my enda was na yemfa ANC ha yada sepa Dr. Gabriel Benako ne no twetwe nkomo no or chairman coalition of NGOs in health and ene no akasa no Alhaji Mamman Brown so former chairman, sorry, former chairman.
Ye submission clearly question obisa no very, very important. The fact is for me that is it. Say obviously feasible and answer feasible, and from his point of view and a professional or catch yourself on to me answer that question. Certainly by that there is questions about the feasibility of the job. By that would be answer no cry. So it tells you say it is legitimate from the part of many other Ghanaians who raise questions with regards to plans are buying a war. But yemi ya kese me wanwa minua menim say where the chief executive da na ono na adwen no on abandoned projects and the perception or the definition of abandoned projects say project was a won't pay you and on abandoned project. I mean by the analysis how the amount is as a project no now say various stages of completion and then you abandon. You see, I don't know Ghana for young. Such statement is as a Ghana for and I more MPP for with you inclusive then as the chief executive. Country Ghana was a John Dramani Mahama abandoned President Kufuor housing project in an all year work. That project was in various stages of completion. I remember very well at that time. The Minister of Works and Housing, what is his name? Collins Dowda, Honorable Collins Dowda, and a Bayer minister at that time. Ye bisa no all kasa wo. Sika no na internal generated fund. Na sa sika semono and a how so they are looking to partner with Senate in the Ekeka ho. Send a Bayer mo be sa project no. They were in process. There was even meeting in negotiation. But you people, that was your position then. Say that project has been abandoned. With that same justification, no be catch them say more abandoned 51 health facilities and I say health projects are or my more. Oh dear, ne will be defining abandonment akyerɛ yɛn sɛ wo apɛ so deɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ne sɛ yɛ no ɛnkyerɛ abandon. I mean the inconsistency, the lack of candor, and Nema among whom we and as politicians, because it is more of wo party about power and the Cambodia, wo party opposition. That is not the issue, and I liked it the way COS Papano Ekasai,
yeah,
it is health. Most of us are TV way, and I say YT radio. Yeah, will be any bit media. We don't have it. I hear. And indeed, aban we are this week. Then and a water need suban bang and a water need in terms of I mean in some waka afa yare huns and some ewagana. And no na bit media jargon. What did we say? Always the issue of the Legon Medical Center. Bu kasa wa ha obia kasa wo kroma. And at the end of the day, you must say hope and a kwaye mpanyimfo e wo Ghana ha. Womunya corona ho na yede wo moko. Anko bi entu saa na mo no anya saa nyansa no anka se ye koye ni mu no ade e behia Ghana fo nie na wan start anka ne yeti bebi eti say ye ka se abandoned product project no this like or person redefine my area me let me bisano I want to ask him the current state of your Commander Sugar Factory as we speak now. Is it an abandoned project and I say a project ongoing? Those are the issues I got from now. We can't say there's no project. I said abandoned. I'm so surprised to hear that. Yes, what make us oh ABS Sikano and what the Bayano Unyanya.
But we have to be fair to Dennis. Now by he gave specifics on Bebia. And for instance, some of the project and said I think he gave specifics on Bebia loan agreement. No, let me give you this one. Okay, yeah. On the Dodowa Formena Kumewu Abetifi Garu Timpani Sekendi and Takrade district hospitals. Or say works are currently stalled, awaiting approval for the extension of the loan agreement. Ministry of Finance, however, has concluded VFM audit on the project. The contractor is yet to be mobilized to site. So, I mean, just to be fair to him.
So what does that mean? So it means the work has not been abandoned? And I'm in Jamaica, someone working. It means, the work has not been abandoned.
You answer it yourself.
No, you have just read to me.
No, but what is your understanding of what I just read? What is your understanding of what I just read?
Why I want to know from me, I want to know from you. It means that the project has not been abandoned.
Answer it for him. What is the answer?
No, they may be saying, or you don't take me here.
When you spend factless issues.
No, Manelande.
Oh, maybe someone said. Maybe someone working kind. I know that say as someone be kind, you know, say redefining of project I abandon. That is my position. And I'm saying from what you have read, it means what? Say project has not been abandoned or what?
But these are concerns that Ghanaians are all raising. I mean, it means that the project has not been finished. But there's an explanation coming.
And I'm saying which of the projects do we have in this country explanation anymore? I gave you the example, typical example of the affordable housing project at Kufuor. I gave you a typical example. You know, say internally generated fund. One could free Sika will be the Sika be wa. Yeah, Casa Sika no the bank. I had the project. Unlike the project I acquired was Saglame. If you did it one, yeah, you bet me a woman, then we'll put it in that project. MPP former yet say, you are here. Say we abandoned that project. And I'm telling you that at a time when we were even negotiating with SNIT and other your friends, and say, one more better. Now, Wamunya profit in the that is what it was described to us. Say, John Dramani Mahama abandoned project. Why is it that today in Nanado and we are giving the same example? You are reading some things to us to tell us what? As someone working to suggest what said the project has not been abandoned or what? It is the same thing. What can go baby? So we are the same place as there. And can say, your boy, that is the reason why I have to abandon a year buying. And yes, if it's the Casadians, and could be able to be a Casa. The fact as we speak today, and I say, the abandoned projects, a dozen. A buying way, or Sika, not internally, will make me resist Sika. Finish some of them. It will be very helpful to the people. Rather than say, I want to all constative before. Because as I speak to you, my customers way on this program on several occasions, and you can take your cameras. Uko, baby, to say Okankwe Center. Just here. Okankwe Center is between Peace FM, La Paz, Fadama, Nene Kekam. What say schools? 18 units, you have the classroom block. I have 2 story. Me and son, and a yes, constituency. And Kuala Nimo Moko class. Some of the children even extra, you have the dilapidated structure and it's the classroom to MBA. You know, it is disheartening. Today, Uko Commander Sugar Factory, the people of Commander are very worried. Mwanga carry a story 3 days ago. The situation at Commander Sugar Factory. Yes. When you know into all those things, have not been abandoned by his definition. Because the government is taking what to do with it. It does not.
Now, what you do, my dear, my try a home quickly enough for your bar. Maybe a phone lines, no, I don't think we can even have time for St. Monica's.
No, so you don't.
Yeah, but it's here. Well, yeah, Babio, now what you do, my dear, we are live on Adom TV and also on Asempa 94.7 FM. Oshe time now, we have just a little bit of time, just under 7 minutes. Now, yeah, sorry, so Mame MBA phone lines, you know. Well, now in fact just few calls. We are not the final comments now, but now sorry. 0302-211-701, 211-702, 211-703. Ya tuchun komono bebre na onso so frɛ baby a wo frɛ fi ubodin na fi wakɔ wasem so 0302-211-701, 211-702, 211-703. Nafi, Yemfa also so wadwinche. There's a birthday wish here that I would want to do. And so Nafi mako phone lines, you know. So we say happy birthday to Stephanie Entry from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Entry. And Nafi Unyanumunyina, the message here is may the Lord give you long life and prosperity. Enjoy your day on this day. Until we come that's Nana Yao. Asante and Odebayo. Obama wa humano so Obama. Good morning into you.
CJ Jamia to drink one of it.
And council so Obama.
CJ my member Abeja for our city through aye Inura aye miracle getting Sabwaji. This submission in fact the Muda of Banago Ponshano. So what share is him actually Ghana for. Now you know NDC for sebi omo mo say omo beti amawe suda and I say abenya we suda. Hey, mu beti mfie and watch the late mills and former president John Mahama. Who buy an Omampeni a Kufuado, Omampeni Kufo, this project, affordable housing, I mean, look at it, the idea at testing room, how about 8 years, a month to block back the Ankam. And about that, they're going to force more friends, Omampeni Kufo, hospitals are all shut and say, oh, see, I will re Amubai, I want to make Mary, you know, what say Omampeni Kufo, edge of and yellow gray, say Omampeni Kufo, Asha, yeah, I can room in the also at the Ottawa. You know, where this fully policy at Ghana for when you dinner on my penny for Newapa or you know, or for Mangana.
Okay, men call mankind, so mankind look at suffering here into you. Elembele mankind into you.
Yeah, Mamichia Fedibly, your charm, and Mamichia on board. Now, Kaka can say, you have people not to know. Was school you know this in the past. I didn't be about sending you for against the piano. Not a sure, none ever bought Ghana for. I did be a monitor way general, senior general. Be about sending you for the solid chair, a challenge beside which I know. Never bought Ghana for. Ghana and question in INDC. Agenda 1111, Obelembra, you need this hospital. It is Sarah agenda way, may embrace you. Then I get you too. Get a source of funding to cry no. Media crown and Yamasam. The Indian hospital is war. Not Ghana 4 and number 4 and your hospital, Papa. Papa was Sayari. Was that head? Ghana never could see.
Okay, mankind, but I say,
NBC, and Mahama and Ghana and Costa.
All right, mankind, but I say, on the source of funding, no crowd yet. And Yanasem. When it's Cecil, is that Cecil?
My friend, I can see.
Okay, so for us, I'm going to see into your penny.
Minia, the woman is me ma to Obama NPP, ma to Obama NDC. But problem I want Ghana ha.
especially yenianamo bi akamfo ni bi yen kan kware nkyere MPP and am a problem I be brain yen kan kware.
All right. Yeah, the best entry for phobia ebio. Yeah, sorry. Dennis, 1 minute.
Oh, CJ, I need more than
Yeah.
Did can it's obvious say and I'm not paying
CJ, but what time
I have less than 3 minutes.
Until or catch us on to mean do 1 minute.
No. I have less than 3 minutes, but 1 minute. Why, Mr. Dennis? Madarama.
Monitor. Clearly, no, and we've established two things. We've established that it is not a fact. Say, a buying 53 abandoned projects, we just to 111 projects. No, correct. With the list number, my chair projects are a buying way a betoye, any baby idea could do. Do na ye. Meme definition of abandoned project. A project a buying will buy a beto say a binder than a chassis. Namu 50 embra buy we just to one young one for one san kai. And no any the FN abandoned project. Me know can say most of the projects are better here, including even their other whole 45 years ago, Confanoche maternity ward MPP Abaya baby. 20 now 2012 project chassis 2012 under the NDC moment to me we buy the Sabek baby 2015, 2016, 2014. Dodo na ye multimedia or more platform
okay.
But 1 minute in the year.
Okay.
In the year. Secondly, finally so the American say agenda 111 no a project Ebe making sure say every district in Ghana will have a district.
Yes, sorry.
What near support it na ehu anopa. Na from point to
Alaji your commitment to say apomudin ho nsensem ye betimi aye bibia fa ho ebebo Ghana for is glaring for everybody to see. Indeed, John Mane Mahama enya kwan ebetena so. Ade a odi nani eto so kese apomudin ho nsensem from cheap compounds, polyclinic, hospitals, districts. Indeed, in our 2020 manifesto, promise or kese and say this new regions are creating no one more abeka ho. One more any facilities are baby to yama one more general regions. Until promise back all the man so munyina no kra no okusi your friends like regional hospitals are more ebeboa apomodin hunsen. So our commitment to
Medase Pa Dennis Miracle Saboaje and so Medase within the Chief Jerry Force and Nnawotwi Dwumadi na me adoma that's ene ye be san so ahia yakra mo.